All right, it's time for our November energy update for Twin Flames, Advanced Souls, that genre of people. So I don't really want to get into too much of the labels or any of that today in this video. You can dig around my channel for more on how to tell the difference between your soulmate and your twin flame. But this is what I'm reading for, is the collective who are, clearing out baggage, trying to get into union with themselves. And then also, byproduct of that is you can finally have union with someone else. So anyway, this is the November forecast. And we're going to start right out of the gate with your union energy. So how I like to do my readings is the middle column is how your union is. The left side is for your counterpart, and the right side is for you. Usually I read this for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and then your union energy, the energy you share between the two of you. So we've got today. Oh, look at that. With the high priestess. That is where your actual union is at the moment, is a high priestess. So that's great. That means that you're both following your intuition. You're both tapped into the higher powers, the source energy, and that's where your union energy is. The higher part of ourselves. That's great. Okay, let's see where you're at. So let's start with the divine feminine, and everybody has feminine and masculine inside of you. So you are right now at the judgment. So you are being dragged, kicking and screaming onto your purpose. Whether you like it or not, your higher self is bringing you up, raising you up. And that's probably why you're watching this, because you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. Whoop, another one just jumped out. And so along with the judgment card, yep, you are learning how to juggle resources. Like it. Yep. You're trying to figure out how to manifest in the real world, how to dance with the energy so that you can move forward. That's where you're at right now. Cool. Let's see what your counterpart is right now with it. And I'm just talking about how you feel about your union, how you feel about that third energy between you. How do both of you feel? So, whoa, that's a lot of cards. So a lot of energy that this person wants to say. So let's keep going. We'll just take one or two cards to see how does your person. Whoa, see, lots of energy in these cards. They're all falling out. We've got the Empress and the Hangman. All right, so look at all these major arcanas right out of the gate. That is amazing. So your person is taking a pause and seeing things from a different perspective, probably forced to do that, and becoming the Empress. Or maybe they finally see you as the Empress. That's possible too. Interesting. I like that. That's pretty cool. The Empress is a great energy. It's a glow up card. It's somebody who's really strong in who they are and not afraid to show who they are. That's amazing. So let's get some more clarity on that. We'll find out whether that's them or you. I think that's them. They're finding their inner goddess, the goddess within, which we all have. Again, male, female, doesn't matter. I love that. Okay, so that's where they're at right now. That's where you're at. You are being dragged, kicking and screaming to figure out how to dance with the universe and how to manifest things tangibly. That's what there's a lot of energy in those cards. And your union energy is this high priestess where you're both tapped into your higher self. That's great. That's hard to get there. All right, let's see we're going to pull up another card for your third energy. And we're going to talk about what's blocking. Is there anybody or anything? Whoa, lots of cards falling out, so that's always good. Anybody blocking it? Nope. Look at that. 9 of Cups. Only your own fears. Your own self-imposed prison is what's holding you back. That's great. You're both seeing the 9 of Cups is like the wishes fulfilled card. And then the 9 of Wands is a struggle after a battle. But in this reading, you can see he's in the self-imposed prison. So just, it's both of you are doubting this connection, doubting that you could ever be happy. That's where your reunion is right now. Probably doubting it. Not sure it's going to happen after all this hard work and all this time. All right, let's see what's blocking you. What are you, the person watching this? I'm reading as a divine feminine. You might be the other way around, but take it for what it is and leave the rest. So how are you blocking union, or is there anyone blocking? Where's the blockage on your side? What are you not seeing clearly? Let's see what the cards have to say. What are you not seeing clearly? Ooh, there we go. Oh, look at this. 9 of Cups. Same. You are really tapped into the union energy, aren't you? Because you just got the same card they did, that the union did, and divine timing. So that's great. That's awesome. It's hard to get to this point where you are believing in wishes coming true, wishes fulfilled, but you know that sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down, and it's all about divine timing and waiting for the alchemy to actually happen. So because I read this as your blockage, that's what you need to work on. You need to work on releasing your wishes to the divine so that the divine can make it all happen. And I know it's annoying. That's like the hardest part, is to relinquish control. But you got to keep in mind, look at this, that the energy between you is a 9 of Cups and you are super dialed in. And we've been getting this in the readings. All of my readings have been that way. The feminine is so tapped into what's going on. So let's see what's going on with the masculine. Where is the masculine energy, or your other person, however you want to word that? Where are they with this connection? What's blocking them? What are they not seeing clearly? So you're not seeing how divine timing is benefiting you. And you're going to get a better outcome because you're not hearing anything, because you're releasing control, because you're going through divine timing. That's why it's going to be even better than you can expect. If you try to plan it and rush it now, it's not going to be as good as if you just let it wait, let it simmer. So let's see, where is your counterpart with that? How is your counterpart doing? What's blocking them? What are they not seeing? What's this perspective shift that they got in the Hangman? Let's see, what is your person not seeing, or what's blocking their union energy? Let's see. Okay, well, the cards had a lot to say a second ago, and now they're being mellow. So, come on. What do you got to say to me, bud? Let's talk. What's blocking you? What are you not seeing clearly? What's blocking from this side? Man, I guess it's meant not to be known. Interesting. Okay. Knight of Wands, reversed. Ooh, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So they can't take action yet because this Queen of Swords is in the way. They want to. They want to get things going, but they can't yet. The Knight is fast acting, and it's reversed. And the Queen of Swords, I'm reading this as somebody else blocking it. So maybe they're with somebody else, and they can't rush in yet. They're waiting for that. That is interesting. Okay. Well, that's where it is. They want to move forward. They desperately want to just jump right in with both feet, but they can't yet. They have to go through this Queen of Swords first. All right. Let's see what's supporting you. So let's check in on the third energy. What's supporting your union? What are you not seeing that's supporting you? The Three of Wands. Travel, starting a new path, seeing things clearly that you weren't seeing before. Let's see. Let's get a clarifier on this Three of Wands. Here we go. Things supporting you. Seven of Cups. Choices. Choices in love. So what's supporting you is you both see clearly the choice that needs to be made here. You're both choosing the other person. That's what I see. All right, let's check out what you are doing to support getting your happily ever after, because you've got these wish fulfills cards. So now let's see where you're at with this and what is supporting you in this. What's your biggest support, or the biggest thing that you can take with you? Let's see. Okay, come on. Cards are quiet today, huh? Maybe next time I will pre-draw the cards. So let me know below if you prefer watching people shuffle, or if it's all right if I do the reading and then interpret as the video. Be faster that way too. Ooh, here you go. Okay, what's supporting you is, here's all that energy that you're feeling, that you're tapped into. You know this person wants to rush in with all the answers and the clarity, but they're not doing it yet. But this is what's supporting you, is you're moving high. A lot of energy is being moved around. So what else is supporting this? Communication. It could be an email or a text. The Eight of Wands, it sometimes signifies that. And there we go, reversed Hierophant. So the reversed Hierophant, I usually read this deck upright, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about this because I like the reversal of the Hierophant. Hierophant is tradition, marriage, religion, structures, you know, outward things like that, society norms, that sort of, those kinds of things. And when it's reversed, it's more about the occult or more about something that's untraditional, unconventional. So it did fall out reversed, even though I read this deck upright. So I want to say maybe you'll get this communication, this Eight of Wands, this movement, this action. It might come from an untraditional source. Or because I always read it upright, you could think about it as coming from the most traditional source, like somebody writing you a letter or coming face to face with you. But check your DMs and check your other messages anyway, just in case, you know, like the spam folder. Okay. So, or it also could come through, this energy or this message could come through like a trusted source, like your priest or something like that. All right, so let's see where your person is. What's supporting this person? What is supporting your person in this, specifically possibly communicating? Open up the line of communication. Let's see, what's supporting their general journey though? Let's keep it on the journey, because otherwise I don't want anyone sitting around waiting for anything to happen. Oh, the world reversed. So they are just waiting for an ending. So but that's supporting. This time, let's pull another card before I go too closely. Yeah, Nine of Wands reversed. A lot of reversals. So they're just being blocked. They're trying really hard. The Nine of Wands is a pretty great card, and we have that here. So they're tapped in. They're just really desperately trying to release this prison that they're in, this world. It's almost over. This is what's supporting them. Is it's taking its time for a reason. It's dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's before going on to the next phase. And they're releasing anything that's holding them back. They're releasing all these wands that they've stacked up. They're learning how to move past it. This is a necessary time for them. All right, let's see what is advice for you guys going forward. Union energy. Where's this union energy headed in November 2021? Or if you stumble upon this later. Ooh, Ace of Wands. That's great. Passionate new beginning. And look at that. I was just talking about maybe getting a letter in the mail. So there, I would say that somebody's going to write somebody a letter. I love it. Oh, look at that. Reverse Knight of Wands. And that's what we got over here. So your divine counterpart is trying really hard to figure out. Take it slow. They're probably thinking about what they want to say. That's part of the delay. And that could be the Queen of Swords. If that's not a person that they're with, if you don't see the Queen of Swords all the time if they have another person like a karmic or whatever, then what they're trying to do is find their own clarity. And if they're writing a letter or trying to break communication, they're trying to figure out what to say, how to be very clear, how to be very direct, how to cut to the chase and only talk about what's actually needed to talk about. That's what they're trying to figure out. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I love it. I love it when the cards show up in both sides as the same as the beginning, because that just means that you're really right. You're really both tapped into that union energy. And it's a really important stage to get there, especially if you're a twin flame, is to have this sense of like, you got to come into your own inner balance within yourself as a human. And that's where like a lot of the desperation and the longing for this person starts to subside the more and more full you become inside. And the same for them. They have to do the work too. But when that happens, then the energy between you, because there's that third energy, the energy we share between each other, that has to come in too. So it's like a merging. So you merge your inner masculine and feminine, and then you can merge with your counterpart energetically. So I love that both of you have cards, exact same cards in the third energy as you do on your side. So that means you're both really tapped into this union energy, and it's actually just like, kind of like, I look at it kind of like a zipper, two sides of the zipper, and then you zip it up and it's one whole thing. So think about it kind of like that. I really like that. Okay, so we see what's holding you back. We see what's supporting you. We see where you're at in this union, and you're both really tapped into your higher selves and getting those downloads. You're really talking to your guides and your higher self, however you want to word that. And you're both tapped into this third energy, and you're both really on track. Ooh, and look who you just got. I was just going to say, what's your next step? Queen of Swords. So now you both are getting a Queen of Swords. So now it's up to you. Cut out any past life trauma. Cut out any, anything you don't need. Get it out of your life. It's time to be decisive on what's going to bring in the beauty in your life and what needs to be left in the behind. Closing some doors, closing some chapters, purging something. But being very, very clear in what you do want and what you don't want in your life. That's your energy, and where you will best be served going forward is a Queen of Swords. And they're doing that work right now. They're weighing all their pros and cons. I love it. Okay, what other advice is coming for November? Ooh, Page of Cups. See, you're waiting on this message. November, you're waiting on this, even if it's imperfect. That's great. Okay, cool. So you know it's coming. You know it's coming. All right, and let's see where they are at with this union energy. What's coming for them in November? How is it changing for them? Ooh, 5 Pentacles. That's not a great card because it means that they're kind of in a woe is me. They don't see the help that they have. They're not seeing any sense of community, even though it's right there. And sometimes this can be a card of like feeling left out in the cold or lost money. So they're just struggling with like day-to-day stuff. It's not that big a deal, but November they're coming out of that. In November they're coming out of this energy. And so that's what they're working on. Ooh, here's another one. Yeah, they're going from the 5 Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So they're trying to figure out how to man up in their life, and if you have the World reversed, it could be that they're going through, either a divorce or something really tangible, getting a new job, and they don't know yet how it's going to pan out, and they're a little nervous about it, and they're not feeling like it's in alignment, but they're working towards the King of Pentacles, and they're going to come out fine. They just need some time to figure that out. That's great. All right, cool. So last thing I'm going to do is give you guys some more advice. So those where you're headed. So let's pick one of these affirmation cards, positive affirmation, and let's pick one for the feminine. What's the best guidance to keep in mind? Ooh, here we go. This one doesn't want to go back in. Best guidance for November is wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. So share what you want for others. Send them that love. That's great. When you want when you want your person and everyone else to be happy, then it brings it in for you also. If you just want everyone else to be happy. Okay, so let's see what the guidance is for your person. The other person, how they can navigate this time, especially since they're dealing with all this tangible stuff like Pentacles, real life, real world struggles they're going through. Whereas you, the person watching this, is going through more big picture metaphysical stuff. Ascension, growth, that kind of stuff. Your person's going through more tangible, everyday struggles. All right, let's see. What's the best advice for them? I feel my way into faith one step at a time. Yeah, they're just taking it day by day. And that is all they can do for now. And that's why you're waiting on divine timing, because they have got to clean up what they're cleaning up and go through all the steps they're going through. Otherwise, they won't come out on top if they rush it. So that's why you got that divine timing for your wishes coming true card earlier. Okay, let's see if there's anything for the union. Is there anything for the third energy? Anything when you're feeling overwhelmed by their energy or vice versa? What's the best guidance? Page of Pentacles. It's another message, a message. So you have a Page of Cups over here, and that one, but this is a tangible message. So I think just be patient. That's what it seems like. It seems like that your person is trying to figure out what to say, how to say it, and they also are cleaning up this stuff in their life in order to have a clear path and to flip that world up the right way. Great. All right. Well, let's see. I hope this helps you in November. Let me know down in the comments if this resonated. And You know, I like reading these, but I'd love to hear more from you about how I read, and if you like my using different decks. That kind of stuff is always really helpful. And more importantly, I want to hear if it resonated the way I read it, of like, this is you on this side or this person. Because sometimes when I hear other readers, sometimes I resonate with the other person. Feel free to let me know all that kind of stuff down below. And if you're new here, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. It just helps the channel grow. All right, you've got this. You're so tapped in, and you both are mirroring each other really well. And it's definitely coming. You both have movement, action, all of that coming. You just have to make sure to focus on others. You want everyone in your life to be happy. Take it one day at a time. Be patient. It's all happening the way it's meant to. Okay. See ya. Bye.